It's 6:51, time for the morning sprint with an alert day ahead of a big warm-up just in time for the weekend.
Let's start with Hattie and her first warm forecast. Hi, Hattie.
Good morning, Josh and Leah. That's right. It is an alert day for southern Wisconsin today. Temperatures are very cold this morning. It's below zero in most locations. Janesville now dropping to 0, 7 below here in Madison. That makes it the second coldest morning so far this winter. Wind chills in the double digits below zero early today, staying below zero through the lunch hour, and then climbing only to around 10 later on this afternoon. So you'll need all the layers today.
Hattie, thank you. Democratic candidates are hoping their performance in last night's debate will push them ahead to the Nevada caucus this Saturday. Michael Bloomberg was forced to defend his record and pass comments relating to discriminatory practices in housing and policing when he was mayor of New York and treatment of women in the workplace. The former Republican was firm and unapologetic about his wealth, calling out other wealthy candidates like Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren.
As the Democratic candidates wrapped up their debate, President Trump was stepping off his own stage at a rally in Phoenix. The president touched on immigration, the economy, his impeachment, and his Democratic opponents. He's continuing his attacks off the rally stage and on Twitter this morning, saying, quote, Mini Mike Bloomberg's debate performance was perhaps the worst in the history of debates.
A recent NPR poll shows that a majority of Democrats say picking a nominee who has the best chance of beating President Trump is more important than someone who shares their position on most issues. The poll also found that nearly 1 in 5 Democratic voters or independents who lean Democrat would either stay home, vote for Trump, or vote for someone else if their preferred candidate doesn't get the nomination.
WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange plans to claim that the White House offered him a pardon if he would say Russia was not involved in leaking DNC emails during the 2016 election. Assange is currently in a British prison while he fights extradition to the U.S. on spying charges. His court hearing is due to begin next week. The White House, meanwhile, is denying his claims.
17 people have now the right to vote thanks to Governor Evers' latest round of pardons. Their crimes include attempted burglary, arson, and dealing marijuana. Most of the offenses were committed decades ago. The governor says everyone he pardoned has paid their debt to society and hopes to advance their careers. Governor Evers has now pardoned a total of 29 people.
Madison is still a top pick to house F-35 military jets this morning. A final report confirms if F-35s come to Madison, low-income communities, minorities, and children would be the most affected. The report says more than 1,000 homes would be in what's known as the impact area. The report also states air quality would not be affected, and the Air Force will follow state regulations on PFAS.
State Senate Democrats are temporarily blocking a vote on passing a $250 million income tax proposal. The Republican-authored bill would provide an average tax cut of $106 for taxpayers in the state. Governor Evers hasn't officially said whether he would sign or veto the measure, but does want the legislature to focus more on schools. Both the Senate and Assembly are supposed to vote on the measure today.
Members of the state Assembly will vote on a bill that would allow public access to most police body camera video. It doesn't require police to use the body cameras, but it would make any footage taken to be generally available for the public to view under the state's open records law. If it's passed, it'll be sent to Governor Evers' desk.
Breaking overnight into the alert center, 11 people are dead and 5 injured after a mass shooting in Germany. Authorities say it happened at 2 different hookah bars in the city of Hanau. The shooter is among those dead. He was found inside a home with another body not far from the scene of the second bar where the shooting took place. Online video linked the shooter suggests he may have had a far-right motive.
The former NICU nurse who admitted to abusing multiple infants will be sentenced later this morning. Christopher Capham was accused of abusing 9 babies while working at Meritor Hospital. The infants suffered injuries ranging from bruises on their arms to fractured skulls. He pleaded guilty to 19 counts of child abuse last year. His sentencing is set for 8:30 this morning.
A third Wisconsin child is dead because of flu complications. The Milwaukee Health Department says this most recent child death is the first in that city since flu season started in October. So far, more than 500 people have been hospitalized around the state and 31 people have died. Health officials say the best way to protect yourself is to get vaccinated.
A Wisconsin family is waking up under the same roof this morning for the first time in a month after a mom and her 2 children had to be quarantined as a precaution against the coronavirus. Last month, Daisy Roth from Nina and her daughters Abigail and Adeline arrived in the Chinese city of Wuhan to spend time with her family. They were evacuated back to the States nearly 2 weeks ago now. Now her husband Sam is in California to be reunited with his family.
Even though your Girl Scout cookies will cost and taste the same this year, the packaging they're in will look a little different. This year's packaging features the word girl, standing for go-getter, innovator, risk-taker, and leader. Those are the 4 principles Badgerland Scouts are learning this year through the program supported through cookie sales. Also of note this year, 2020, is the last year girls will be selling their beloved Thanks a Lot cookie. And because it's 2020, you can order cookies from your favorite Girl Scout online through their digital store. Josh and Leah.
Thank you, Christina. 6:57 now. Let's turn it over to Stacey K with a look at your first warn traffic. Hi, Stacey.
Hi. Volume is increasing now on the westbound side of the Beltline, especially between Stoughton Road and Monona Drive. Inbound John Nolan getting more crowded now at the Rimrock and Olin intersections as you make your way downtown. Starting to see some brake lights now on East Washington at the First Street intersection headed towards the Capitol. And other main routes heading into Madison, they're moving along. No crashes or delays. With your first warn traffic, I'm Stacey K.
Thank you, Stacy. Here's a live look from the Edgewater Skycam. Sun is up this morning. We have sunshine in our forecast all day today. It'll try to warm us up, but probably not be that successful. Our high temperature is just 18 degrees. You guys, we should be in the low 30s, so it's an alert day. It's very cold.
All right. Thank you very much, Addie.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Make it a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow, almost Friday.
Yes.